Page 457. Do you think it's Jiro? Let's stick with Jiro. Jiro buys 4 7/8 pounds of potatoes and, which is the plus sign, 2 3/8 pounds of onions. How many pounds of vegetables does he buy all together? 4 7/8, 2 3/8. I'm adding. I add the numerator first, which is 10. Put the numerator down. The denominator, Abby, never changes. 4 plus 2 is 6. Okay, but I can see that 6 10/8 is past one whole on a number line. Okay, let's talk about that for a second. I have a 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So we have 6 whole numbers. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, right? So that's 6 is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 whole numbers. And then this would be divided into 8, right? And I would have to find 8 little marks there. And it goes further than that. It goes past to 7 whole and then 2 marks after that. So I can take this and I need to break it up. 6 plus 8 eighths plus 2 eighths. Do you see that? Do you see that? And what is 8 eighths worth, Luana? 1 whole. So let's do 6 plus 1 plus 2 eighths for a total of 7 2/8 pound of vegetables. Who got that right? Oh my goodness. Raise your hand. Pat yourself on the back with that loose hand. Nice job. All right, let's go to number 2. Let's see if you got this one right. Umi reads a total of 22/4 pages in her science and social. So in 2 subjects. Wow. Combined, she reads 12 3/4 pages in science. How many pages does she read in social studies? All right, well, we have a total number of 22/4. Then I'm going to subtract to get the difference. I'm going to test my numerators. Abel? 2 minus 3. Is that possible? Jake, is it possible to subtract 3 from 2? No. It is not. Yuck. Get rid of that. Let's regroup. Freya? 19 plus 1 plus 2/4. 19 plus 4/4 plus the fraction I already have. 19. The denominator never changes, and I add 4 plus 2 and get 6. I'm going to clear that out. Minus 12 3/4. All right, 6 minus 3 is 3. The denominator doesn't change. 9 from 2 is 7. How did that go? 7 3/4 in social studies. Number 3. We got some good kids that are doing awesome. All right, this one we're going to do it 2 ways. We're going to do an improper fraction and a mixed number, okay? 15 4/5 minus 9 3/5. 4 minus 3 is 1. The denominator doesn't change. Luana, 15 from 9. Did you say what? 15 minus 9 is what? 6. Okay. It says, do we subtract the whole numbers, then subtract the fractions? No. Do we add whole numbers and then add the fractions? No, we're subtracting. Subtract the whole numbers, then subtract the fractions. Subtract the whole numbers, then subtract the fractions. I wouldn't do it like that. Add the mixed numbers as fractions greater than 1, then add the fractions. Subtract the whole numbers. We did that here. Then subtract the fraction. We did that here. Then we added the difference. Fix that one. This is what I didn't want you to get mixed up on. When we were talking about mixed numbers, here. That's possible. We could do that one, but then let's look at that one. Let's test it and see. Let's test it and see what we can do. We're going to write 15 4/5. Ready? Ready for the Easter Bunny? Jelly bean. 15 times 5. We're going to have to do it the long way because not all of us are as awesome as some of us that can do that in our head. I write my division. Big 7, 5 times 5. And is it 5 times 1 or 5 times 10? 10. 5 times 5 is 25. Using the power of 10, 5, 75. Oh no, it got away from us. 75. Ready? Jelly bean. 79. The denominator doesn't change. That's my first one. Let's go get the next one done. 9 3/5. Get ready for the Easter Bunny. Jelly bean. 45 plus jelly bean. 48/5. Then it says, write the mixed numbers as fractions greater than 1. Then we add the fractions together. So now it wants us to add 79 plus 48. That's 37. And does the denominator change? No. So put the denominator there. 37/5. Look at D. Write the mixed numbers as fractions greater than 1. Then add the fractions, and I get 37/5. What do you think's going on here? What do you think, Luana? Okay, well, let's take this number. Do we have any more space down here? They gave us a little more space. 37/5, right? Let's convert that to a mixed number. 5 into 37. 5 times 6 is 30. Let's go higher. 5 times 7 is 35. There's going to be a remainder of 2. 7 wholes. The denominator doesn't change. I put that remainder down. And let's go back over to where we started. And it's right here. Does that match? Does that match? No. So should we be able to do number D for an answer? All right, I can hear some of you, and you're doing amazing at this. You're like, oh, yeah, this is so easy. You could think through it and skip some steps. Let's read. Jeffrey orders 16 quesadillas for a party. There are 3 5/8 quesadillas left after the party. How many quesadillas are eaten? All right, 16. What is the fraction next to 16, Hadley? Freya? What's the fraction next to 16?
The fraction next to 16 is 0/8.
Oh, so smart. 16 0/8 minus, because I'm trying to find out how many people ate. All right, let's test our numerator. 0 minus 5, is that possible? No, yucky. Let's go regroup. 16 goes to 15 plus 1 plus the fraction I already have. Let's do it another step. 15 plus, what is 1 whole worth, Levi? 8/8 plus the fraction I already have. All right, so now we have 15. The denominator doesn't change. I add the numerator. It stays 8. I'm ready to subtract now. Subtract. 8 minus 5 is 3. The denominator doesn't change, and I have 12 and 3/8 for my answer. How did that go? Show me by your hands. Take that raised hand and pat yourself on the back. I'm doing awesome. I can see it. Dave works in his yard for 3 5/8 hours on Saturday. Read with me. He works another 4 1/6 hours in his yard on Saturday. How many hours does he work in the yard in all? How did they go sit at my table over there? In all. What does in all mean, Catherine? All together. Add. Right, we're going to be adding. Let's add. 4 1/6. 3 5 6. Add the numerators. 1 plus 5 is 6. 6 6. 4 plus 3 is 7. Oh, I can do another step because 7 and 6 6 is the same thing as saying 7 plus 1, right? Because 1 whole is 6 6. So that means my answer is 8 hours. 4 friends share 3 orders of roasted sweet potatoes. Alex eats 5/8 of his order. What is 1 order worth? Abel? What's 1 order worth? 8/8. Pick up your pencil. 8/8 minus what Alex ate. So 8 minus 5 is 3. Oh, it won't let me go up anymore. 8s. Oh, there we go. 3/8 left, right? So that's what his friend's going to be able to eat those. Let's do the next guy. He took his whole order and he ate, this is Alex's, he ate 7/8 of his. 8 minus 7 is 1/8. Okay? And this is Reynolds, and we said this one was Alex. Let's find out what Magdalena eats. She gets an order. She eats 6/8 of her order. 8 minus 6 is 2/8. Okay, then they have this other friend that must have forgotten their wallet at home, and they're like, I'll just go ahead and eat your leftovers. So we add the numerators together, and the 4th friend eats 6/8. Okay? Turn the page. In a normal year, Death Valley, California receives about 1/9/100th inch of rain in 2005. Death Valley receives 4 73/100ths inches of rain, setting a record for its wettest year. How many more inches in rain did Death Valley receive in 2005 than in a normal year? Okay, so in a normal year, 1/9400ths. Which is not very much rain. Then, in a record year, it had 4, which is a greater number, so I have to reverse which order I was writing them in so I can subtract the difference. Okay? So it can't be that one. That won't work for you. Let's regroup. 4 goes to 3. I'm going to go immediately to the 1 whole fraction of 100 over 100 plus 73/100ths. Okay, I'm skipping a step now. I'm getting really good at this. How many of you are starting to skip that step? Your brain doesn't need to do it. Wonderful. 3 plus the numerator is 173. I subtract the normal amount of rainfall to find out the difference. 173 minus 94 is 13 minus 4. Sawyer? 9. Oh, I can't take 9 out of 6. I'm going to regroup again. 9 from 16, Sawyer. 7. 79. The denominator never changes. 3 minus 1 is 2. 2 79/100ths. How many of you got that one? Yeah, that was a bigger number, but we did the exact same steps again. Tricky. Tricky, tricky. Let's do our last one. Conchita runs the first part of a relay race in 4 4 6 miles. Kamara runs the next part in 3 5 6 miles. How long do they take to run both parts of the relay? The first part, 4 4 6 minutes. Then the second part, which is her other friend, runs it in 3 5 6. I add them together because they're running both of them. That means we're adding. Numerators first. 9. The denominator never changes. 4 plus 3 is 7. How many of you got that? We got to go another one because, look, this is improper. 9 over a 6 is too big. Let's take 1 out. So 7 plus 1 whole plus 3 6 is 8 and 3 6. Some of you got that one? What about this one? 8 1/2. Because 3 6 is really a half. How many of you went that far?